Welcome to Lux and Beyond, where we explore the lives of influential figures who have shaped our world. Today, we reflect on the life and legacy of Pope Francis, the 266th leader of the Catholic Church, who passed away on April 21, 2025, at the age of 88. His journey from humble beginnings to becoming a global spiritual leader is a testament to his unwavering commitment to compassion, humility, and social justice. Born Jorge Mario Bergoglio in Buenos Aires, Argentina, Pope Francis was the son of Italian immigrants and grew up in a working-class neighborhood. He trained as a chemist before entering the seminary and eventually joining the Society of Jesus, or the Jesuits. Known for their intellectual rigor and commitment to social justice, the Jesuit order shaped much of his worldview. When he became Archbishop of Buenos Aires, Bergoglio was already known for his deep humility. He lived in a small apartment, cooked his own meals, and took public transportation rather than using a chauffeur-driven car. These simple lifestyle choices would continue to define him, even after he was elected Pope in 2013. As Pope Francis, he chose his papal name in honor of Saint Francis of Assisi, symbolizing his commitment to the poor and to environmental stewardship. He was the first pope to choose that name, and it was a bold statement of his priorities. From his earliest days in office, he emphasized mercy over judgment, service over status, and dialogue over division. Under his leadership, the Vatican saw unprecedented openness. He addressed some of the most controversial issues in the Church with compassion and courage, acknowledging the need for reform in how the Church handles abuse cases, encouraging acceptance of LGBTQ+ individuals, and suggesting that priests should be able to marry in certain circumstances. Though his views were met with resistance by more conservative elements of the Church, Pope Francis was never afraid to challenge tradition in the name of compassion. On the international stage, he was a respected moral authority. He visited over 50 countries during his papacy, often prioritizing war-torn and impoverished regions. His trip to Iraq in 2021 marked a historic first, signaling a deep commitment to interfaith unity and peacebuilding. He was nominated multiple times for the Nobel Peace Prize. His economic philosophy was deeply critical of unchecked capitalism. He often spoke out against the globalization of indifference and urged world leaders to consider the human cost of economic decisions. In this sense, his papacy was not only spiritual but deeply political, focused on justice, equity, and the common good. Despite facing growing health challenges, including colon surgery in 2021 and increasing difficulty walking, Pope Francis remained mentally sharp and spiritually active. He continued to deliver homilies, write encyclicals, and meet with world leaders well into his final year. Pope Francis passed away on April 21, 2025, just weeks after being released from the hospital following treatment for pneumonia. Vatican officials confirmed the cause of death as a massive stroke that led to heart failure. His passing was met with a global outpouring of grief. Leaders from all faiths paid tribute to his legacy, and millions of Catholics worldwide held vigils and prayer services in his honor. In accordance with his own wishes, his funeral will be simple yet meaningful, fitting for a man who led with humility. He will be laid to rest in the Basilica of St. Mary Major, one of Rome's oldest churches, rather than in the traditional papal crypt beneath St. Peter's Basilica. Pope Francis leaves behind a church more aware of its social responsibilities, a world more in tune with the cry of the poor and the planet, and a legacy of empathy that will be remembered for generations. Pope Francis's life was a beacon of humility and service. His legacy transcends religious boundaries, inspiring millions to embrace compassion, simplicity, and justice. As we bid farewell to this remarkable leader, we are reminded that true greatness lies not in grandeur, but in the courage to lead with empathy and integrity. Thank you for joining us on Lux and Beyond. Stay tuned as we continue to explore the lives of those who have left an indelible mark on our world.